Hey, what's up everybody? It's Bald Guy Ace. Before I start this video, I just want to congratulate BearClaw48. BearClaw48, you have won the $5 million giveaway from my previous video. And as always, everybody can enter again to win another $5 million in this video by commenting below with your in-game name. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some simple things that you can do to improve your frame rate while playing Minecraft. In other words, things that you can do to reduce the lag on your Minecraft client while you're playing. But before I go into those tips, I would invite anybody that hasn't already subscribed to hit that subscribe button. That way you can find out when I post my future videos. Right now I have a series on the Arkham Network Skyblock server, and it's a pretty good series, so it'd be awesome if you guys want to watch some of those videos after you see these tips. So the first and most important tip, for those of you that don't already have it, is that I would recommend installing the OptiFine mod. The OptiFine mod, I'm going to post the download link in the description below. You can also find it by just simply Googling OptiFine mod. It basically has an algorithm that speeds up the way that Minecraft handles its various processes. This drastically improves the frame rate on most people's computers, especially if they're on a slower computer. So I would definitely recommend installing OptiFine. In order to do that, you just download it. After you follow the download link below, you want to download the version for whichever version of Minecraft you have. You want to make sure that it matches the version of Minecraft that you're actually using. And then once you download it, you want to place it in your mods folder. You can get to your mods folder by going to your users folder, then your username, then app data, then roaming, then .minecraft, and then /mods. And that's where your mods folder is. And that's where you want to place the OptiFine mod. If you don't see your mods folder, what you want to do is make sure that you have your computer enabled to see hidden folders. You can do that by in the latest Windows by clicking on the View tab on when you're browsing your folders, and then checking off hidden folders, and that will allow you to see your mods folder. So now just installing OptiFine will improve your frame rate and reduce lag, but there are other things you can do once you have it installed to further improve everything. So as you see right here, I'm in my Iron Golem spawner farm, which has over 320 spawners all going at the same time, which is causing all kinds of lag. But what you can do to greatly reduce that lag is to go into your settings, and this is after you have OptiFine installed. Go to Options, go to Video Settings, go to Animations, and then just turn everything off. You can, if you don't want to turn everything off because you like some of the graphics, you can do it one by one and just do certain things. But what I do is I turn everything off, and it greatly improves the frame rate. Now, as you see, this all goes away. Depending on which version of Minecraft you have, you may still see some little spinny things inside of the spawners. I haven't figured out on the older versions of Minecraft how to get those to fully go away. But either way, it still improves the frame rate to turn all animations off. And as you can see now, I am moving way faster than I was before. I don't know if it translates over to the video recording that I'm doing, but while I'm playing right now, everything is so much faster and smoother than it was. And all I did was just turn off all the animations using OptiFine. So that is something I would definitely recommend. It really helps out as far as reducing lag. Another tip that I would recommend if you're going to be AFKing in a spawner farm of any sort, specifically on the Arkham Network server. I know a lot of people will AFK their Iron Golem spawners. One thing I would recommend is if you're going to do something overnight where you just leave your computer sitting there with Minecraft open, I would recommend going into the settings, going into options, going into video settings, and see right now I have my max frame rate on unlimited so that I can kind of move around as fast as my computer will let me. But if you're going to sit there overnight, you want to actually take this, drag it all the way down. I usually drag it to about 10. You can go to 5, but then it's really hard to move your mouse even, and that just gets a little bit too complicated. So I usually would go to 10, which usually does the trick. And that makes it so that if you're just sitting here on your computer, even though you don't really want to play the game like that, but if you're just sitting there, it will make your computer have less of a strain on it, especially if you have a slower computer. So it definitely helps out there. Sometimes that might actually help to actually play the game like that, depending on if you have a really slow computer, that might help. But that's what I would do when I AFK. But I'm going to move that back up now for now. Another thing I might do if I was AFKing a farm is to reduce the size of your Minecraft window. Instead of leaving it full screen, you can actually reduce it and kind of drag it so that it's really small. That way your computer's not actually processing the graphics overnight. Because if you're not really doing anything except sitting there, there's no reason for your computer to be constantly trying to use the resources that it has to process all the graphics in Minecraft. So that is a tip on AFK in your farm. And one other tip, you might find sometimes when you're going around Minecraft, all of a sudden everything is just really slow and you don't really know why everything is slow. It's things that weren't slow normally, but now all of a sudden it's just super slow. A lot of times when this happens, may be a memory leak that's occurring. I don't know why this happens, or if it happens to everyone. Maybe it's just happening to me. So what you want to do is hit Control-Alt-Delete, and after you hit Control-Alt-Delete, you want to find something that says Java, and then in parentheses, TM, parentheses, then platform SE binary. I know that's what it looks like on in Windows, in the latest Windows version. But you're supposed to have that open. That's required to run Minecraft. But what you don't want to have is two of those open. What sometimes happens is that it should say underneath the type section in your task manager, it'll say app. That's what you want open. But sometimes there'll be another copy open, and under type, it'll say background process. If it says background process, it's usually safe in most situations, although I don't recommend doing this if you're running other programs with it. But if you're just running Minecraft, it's usually safe to end that task, the background process task. Leave the app one open, because if you close the app, then Minecraft will end up closing. So click on and highlight the Java platform SE binary if it's there and it says under type it says background process. You want to click that. You want to hit end task. A lot of times you'll see that will end up using a lot of memory because of some kind of memory leak. And when you end that, a lot of times it speeds up your computer. So that's always something you want to check if everything starts going super slow and you really just don't know why. Oh, and one other tip when AFKing a farm or anything involving spawners, it seems to help if you actually, I'm going to go up to the top now of my island. So this is actually, I built this right above my spawners. And it seems to help if I'm not actually looking at the spawners in the game. Now that I reduced the animations, it's not as big of a deal anyway to look at the spawners. But I find that if I'm actually looking up, which if I look up like this, then the spawners, and the spawners are actually down here. If I look up, for some reason, it tends to take off a lot of strain on my computer. I'm not sure the reasoning for that. Maybe because my eyesight, even though I don't see the spawners, if I'm looking down where the spawners are, my computer might still have to process them. I'm not sure how that works. But for whatever reason, if you look up and not at the spawners, it seems to help out and create less strain on your computer. Alright guys, so I hope those few tips will help you out so that you can improve your frame rate on your computer and reduce the lag that you experience while playing Minecraft. It would be super awesome if this is, especially if this is your first video of mine, if you check out my other videos. And what would be really great is I'm going to actually put a picture with my face on it right in the middle of the screen right there. And if you're not already subscribed, it would be super awesome if you could click that picture and click subscribe. That way you can stay in touch and find out when I post my future videos. I have a series on Skyblock on the Arkham network server, and it's going really good. So it would be really great if you could keep in touch and click that. And until my next video, I'm Bald Guy Ace, reminding you to embrace the baldness.